Jill. I am the Mentor Mom, and today we're going to talk about Brain Development 101, what parents need to know to help their child learn and grow. So understanding some basic brain science ensures that we as parents aren't expecting too much from our kids at different stages. So today I thought I would just do a really broad overview of brain development in young children, as well as things that you can do as a parent to help give your child the best start. I'll talk more about specific neuroscience in future videos covering a variety of different ages and stages. There's just too much to go over in one 4-minute video. So in a nutshell, the brain can be broken down into 3 different parts. There's the lower brain or the body brain, which has to do with reflexes and involuntary processes. The middle brain or the emotional brain, which grows rapidly between 8 months and 3 years. And the thinking brain, which is what allows for logical thinking. The brain is made up of trillions of brain cells at birth. The cells communicate with each other through neural pathways, axons, which carry the electrical currents between cells. Myelination is the process of a fatty substance forming around these neural pathways that helps carry the electrical current from one cell to the next, kind of like plugging a lamp into the wall. If it didn't have that black plastic around the cord, the current wouldn't get from the wall to the light bulb. So the development of these pathways, I like to kind of think about it as driving a car in the middle of a field. Our kids get in the car, they drive across the field, somehow they make it to the other side. With time and repetition, they start to form a little pathway. Every now and then they hit a bump and they end up off of that pathway and they never make it to the other side, but they continue to practice. It gets smoother and smoother, and eventually it's a super highway and they land there every single time. So why is that sometimes they go off? They hit that bump and they go off? It's because the myelination is just kind of ending on those neural pathways, but it hasn't fully formed. So the message starts to go from this cell to that cell, but it hits an opening where there's no myelination, and then it's just kind of off and lost. But again, every time you do things repeatedly, the myelination fills in all those little gaps, and that's how we end up getting those super highways. So what are some things that help our little ones' brains? The biggest one is loving relationships. Oh, look at that. Are you decided to join our conversation? Another thing is letting kids figure things out. This helps them learn initiative and thinking skills. Children with parents who are overly restrictive in controlling or limiting their activities have actually been found to have poor problem-solving skills, mental organization, and motivation. It also is good for their brains if you allow them to explore and move about. Movement is really important for young kids. Having a stimulating home environment, and that does not mean loud, noisy educational toys. I'll talk about that in a different video. Conversation and interaction with caretakers. Children who are talked with more frequently develop better vocabularies and score better on later measures of reading and intelligence. As well as the last point being reasonable limits, given in a calm and caring manner. As kids grow and experience firm limits and recovery with a secure attachment from their caretaker, they learn to have more self-control and manage stress. A key component of self-regulation is emotional security. It's all related. All right, well, so there's so much more that I could say about the brain. Again, I'll be sharing lots more tidbits on brain development related to specific skills and developmental stages in future videos. I hope this quick overview was helpful. If you're interested in more 4-minute tips related to young kids, please subscribe to the newsletter. The link is down in the description below. And if you have a question you'd like me to answer, there's a link for that as well. Thanks again, and until next time, peace and love to you.